How do I make people remember me after I leave the room? You crushed your talk, people clapped, you sat down, and by tomorrow, they've already forgotten your name. Does that sound familiar? Here's the truth, it's not hard to be impressive. But if you want to be remembered and referred after the event, these are the three things you must get right. Let's make your message unforgettable.
I'm Dr. Anna Thomas. I'm a physician, professional keynote speaker, two-time TEDx speaker, founder of expertspeakers.org, and a world-class certified speaker coach. I help professionals turn their expertise into talks that open real doors. Now, here's a quick question for you. If an event organizer looked at your speaker one sheet today, would it make it easy for them to say yes? Most one sheets look fine on the surface, but they create confusion instead of clarity. That's why talented experts get passed over. I created a free masterclass called the Bookable Speaker One Sheet, where I walk you through exactly what decision makers are looking for and how to design a one sheet that works even when you're not in the room. You will also get a practical checklist that you can use yourself or hand to your designer. The link to register will be in the description below. And while you're there, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss future trainings.
Let's talk about how to stay on top of mind long after the mic is turned off. If you want to be remembered, you need to plant a flag in people's minds. The flag isn't your title, it's the feeling and the phrase that people associate with you long after you've left the room. Here are three ways to make that happen. First of all, say one thing really well. The biggest mistake I see is trying to say too much in one talk. Experts love to overteach, but brains, they don't remember the clutter. The most memorable speakers anchor around one big idea. For example, think of Brene Brown. You don't remember 20 facts. You remember that vulnerability is strength. That is her flag. Ask yourself, what's the one core belief or idea that I want people to repeat when I'm not in the room? Second, make it emotional, not just informational, emotional, because facts fade, but feelings linger. If your talk didn't make someone laugh or nod or reflect or pause, it's not going to stay with them. I once watched a neurologist speak on brain development in early childhood. The data was brilliant, but I couldn't recall a word. And then she told a story about how her toddler ran to her crying with a crushed flower, and she was heartbroken because it couldn't be fixed. That moment, that story, it stuck because it touched something human. Emotion is the glue that makes your message stick. Remember that. Third, show up off stage like you did on stage. What people say about you in the room is shaped by how you show up outside of it. Are you approachable during breaks? Do you remember names? Do you ask thoughtful questions? Why this matters? The hallway matters just as much as the spotlight. Connection creates recall. If people liked you, they're not just going to remember your talk, they're more likely to tell others about it. You're not remembered because you were brilliant, you were remembered because you were clear, real, and relatable. Your message matters, but if no one remembers it, it can't spread. So don't waste the moment. Be intentional about how you design, deliver, and live your message. That is what's going to turn a talk into a legacy. So let's recap the three things that help people remember you. Say one thing and say it clearly. Stir emotion, not just information, and be as memorable in the hallway as you are on stage. Which one of these will you apply to your next talk and why? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're showing up. And if you want to go even deeper, your next step is to watch How Do I Figure Out What I Should Actually Speak About as a Professional. It will help you choose a topic that not only aligns with your expertise, but sticks with your audience long after they've left. Remember, you are an expert with a message that matters. So let's make sure it gets seen, heard, and remembered. I'll see you in the next one.